Hello. Music was very loud. I am sorry. But so yesterday, a couple hours ago, a couple hours ago at this point yesterday, got the theme of what the game jam is supposed to be. So that's the main thing. I am eating. I have breadstick and sauce. So if you're curious what sauce, it's marinara. If you're curious about what kind of breadstick, it is from a pizza chain that's located here called Rocky Rococo. But what we need to do is we need to make this design doc. Title TBD. Oh, TBD. We'll set this to like 150. And then we'll move it. Oh, that is the wrong thing I wanted to move. I think 100 would be fine. 125. Yeah, 100. Alright, so for the main aim, for this is is chain reactions. That's like the main focus of what's the example? Okay, so that's probably not what I want there then. Oh, I think genre would be theme, yeah. So theme is chain reactions. That's going to be the main theme of that genre. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Visual style, I can't draw, and I'm red-green colorblind. So I think it would be funny if I did decide to hand draw a lot of the things. Platform, obviously it's going to be PC. So team, solo, personal dev goal, complete the game jam because I've never done a game jam before, and I don't know how well this will go. So, for the core loop of the game, I don't know, because I wanted something similar to like Cook Serve Delicious. That's what I was thinking initially, but I don't think that really works too well in a chain reaction sort of game. Because one of the examples is like you go to walk your dog one day and then the next day you're fighting God, which is pretty much just every Final Fantasy game ever. So I'm trying to think of something that is easier to come by or like develop. But my creative juices, they are not flowing at all. I'm trying to think of something similar to like, there's a game on the PS2 called Freedom Fighters, and you're literally just a plumber, and you go to fix someone's you were scheduled to like fix someone's like do some maintenance for someone's apartment, and then you get roped into being a revolutionist or rebel or something like that. Look up if anyone watching this, past, present, or future. I don't know what I mean by past, but like if anyone is currently or in the future watching this, look up Freedom Fighters on the PS2, and it's interesting to say the least. It's a fun game. I'm not gonna lie, but it gets a little wacky from the start. What's enablers? Actions the player takes to help achieve the. I hear that Super Mario RPG is a pretty short game, and I feel like potentially an RPG may be something cool. Then this also kind of comes back to my previous stream where if I wanted to do a turn-based game, then something like Valkyrie Chronicles, or yeah. Like something like this game. I know that I keep calling it Valkyrie Chronicles, but you know what I mean. Like, I really enjoy this game, and I think maybe the thing is going to be assets and let's see. So key pillar audience. Isn't there something for ideas, genres, visual, music, so personal dev goal, features? Let's see. I think for genre, I think I will go turn-based. I think I'm turn-based. Then for visual style, I think the best way I could describe is Paper Mario, and I'll put an asterisk because that can be subject to change. If I find something different that could potentially be better, then I can change that. Because immediately what I'm thinking is whoops. Because if I go the Paper Mario route, then the combat will have to be laid out in a way where it suits it. Because what I'm thinking of is, and this is probably way above scope, like, if you are here as a person, a 2D person, however, there's like someone down there, like, let's say that this is a road, and then there's a 2D person right here. When you aim, unless we don't do any sort of like hard aiming and you just target, so you don't worry about criticals, you just target the person. Maybe doing it that way. Otherwise, I'd have to worry about how you would aim, which I feel like, I don't know why I just decided to do that. Because Paper Mario is essentially 2D characters on a 3D background. And then Paper Mario has that isometric I think I have assets. Yeah, like there's this, there's these assets as well. I could use these. I feel like that could work well, potentially, along with these assets as well. Let's see. There's also Mixamo that I could use for animations and stuff like that. What other sort of assets are there that we could potentially use? I believe I'd still have to credit, yeah, attribution, where I'd have to credit Seafoam, which isn't that big of a deal. And then we got our Dragoons, which is from Doki. Have to credit Hacksoff, so there's that as well. Oh, that's Booba. Doki. I'm not interested. There's Chibi Doki as well. Could use Croaky. There's also Tomato, so. Wisp Made Minto. Interesting. I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea for this. Maybe you start as like Tomato Doki, and then you can choose between regular Doki, or OG Doki, or Bounty Hunter Doki, and then that could change on what kind of stuff you have. Can I open this, please? I want to see. I don't think it's Reg official. Download. Okay. Rigging and additional expressions from them. So I could potentially do that, but I really do like the Seafoam models. I feel like those could potentially fit a little bit better for what I'm thinking, but for consistency, I don't know. There's these models. I think really all that I would probably use would be Iron Mouse, honestly. If I were to use any of the models, it'd probably only be Iron Mouse. I don't really care for any of the other people, and I don't know them too well. It would look a little weird though, using Mouse's model if I use this aesthetic, but it would work better if I think it would work a little bit better if I use these models. Why can I not scroll? What's going on here? Ah, I see. All right. I think it would work a little bit better if I use these models, and then I think it would not look as weird if I were to use these models. But proportions are off. Same with style. I'll have to look in the resources channel to see if there's anything. But I do like these models. I just don't know how the small aesthetic will fit in. There's also a console or council. I'd probably use. I could probably use all of them. Specifically like Mume. I'd probably want to use Nimi into the fauna. But I don't know if I'd be able to find anything. Oh, does this actually need me? Low poly chibi. Let's skip that one. This kind of is giving me like older Zelda vibes. I don't know why, but this one right here reminds me of Northern Line. This model looks pretty nice. I don't know how well it would work with these ones. I think it would work pretty well. It's a fan art model. I don't know if this means that if it's rigged or not. If it's rigged, that's huge. Also, what's that? Like, what's this right here? That don't look right. That don't look right. Well, it does have animations. Idle. Intro animation. Oh, what'd I do? Come back. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Nimi. It's fan made. Well, obviously, a lot of them are going to be fan made, so. Made meat. Mint Fantome. Yeah, so there's that one. I like the low polyness. Can download it from there. Video. Thought I saw something that said it was rigged. I think I was just imagining things. One comment. 2 moles behind her leg. What? I don't know. What moles? I don't see no moles. The 2 moles behind her leg aren't there. Oh, aren't there. I was like, huh? Alright. If we can find a lot of models in this aesthetic. Oh, it's Scuff. I know Scuff. Hold on a minute. So he only has mint. He doesn't have any of the other ones that I would want. Which is kind of lame. Am I able to contact Scuff and be like, yo, can I get some models? Can I commission you for some low poly models? Do I have my Discord? Uh, where would Scuff be? Alright. Let's see if I can get in contact with Scuff. See if they are willing. Oh, it's so expensive, son of a bitch. Damn. And I don't know how much. It takes about a month. Son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. I could always commission it, so for next time, both myself and future uh developers could potentially use them. But the hardest part, because I would like to use these. Because who commissioned them? Doobie. Okay, so Doobie commissioned these ones. Which is a nice style, I'm not gonna lie. I do like the mint here. I'm just not 100% sold on using like these Doki models for like these chibi models, honestly. I do like the Dragoons though. I think the Dragoons are solid. I think I will use the Dragoons. I think I might use these models. Okay, so I'm looking for like some other assets that were potentially used. Because there was a helpful resources channel in the Game Jam channel. However, nothing was, or like a lot of stuff wasn't like ported over. If anything, I might need to learn how to create 3D models. So I might need to do that for this game jam. I'm not gonna lie. If I want something that I feel like I could potentially use, like this one right here, I may need to watch those tutorials in order to get what I want. Which I think may have to be the route, unfortunately. So I think that is what I will have to do if I do want the characters that I want. So maybe not. If it comes down to it, I will do 2D. But at I want low poly 3D. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. And then Paper Mario. Because environment is fine. I think environment will be very easy to do. Paper Mario will be my backup. Oh my god, that's so tiny. I mean, it's average, actually. We'll do 25. We'll have it like right here. All right, so let's see, core loop. So do I want it something like Freedom Fighters, or do I want it something like Valkyria Chronicles? That's what I'm stuck between. Each have their pros and cons on how they operate. I think for brevity's sake, I think I'll only have it be at most 3 levels. I think that is a perfect amount of time for a game jam, honestly. And yeah, like 3 levels at most for game jam. It'll be like the intro, the middle, and then like the intro, climax, and conclusion. I think that is perfectly reasonable. Nothing too substantial or anything like that when it comes to, especially for a game jam as well. I think I want to say at most 10 minutes for the overall game. I think that is a good length for a game jam game. So maybe not even just 3 levels, maybe just like one long, at most 2 levels, where you get the intro of what happens, you get the rising plot and climax, and then you get the falling action and conclusion within those 10 minutes, potentially. So, I think maybe the Valkyria Chronicles, I'm already flubbing my words, but I think that might honestly be the choice. I think that would be very good. So core loop will be turn-based turn-based game, like Valkyria. I think I spelled that wrong. Chronicles. Oh my god. I'm dying. Oh, had to take a sip of water. Oh, I'm a little lightheaded from that. I was trying not to die so much that I almost died. My god. Alright. What's it? Oh, blockers. Okay. Lose condition. Die/fail. Objective. I don't want to pad the time of the game if I don't have to. I feel like that's an annoying feature of games where I'm padding the runtime of a game because of an objective, like surviving. Oh hell yeah, Duck Jam. So enablers, blockers, defense, actions the player takes to help achieve the main aim, anything that active would be like, I think just enemies. I think that's really the main one. I can't think of any. Obstacles. Let's see. Obstacles that get in the way of players' ability to achieve the main aim, can't overcome, locked doors or not. I don't think there will really be any passive blockers. I think that'll just be annoying, honestly. Enablers, actions player help to achieve the main aim. Combat. I'm not gonna worry about any passive enablers. Or blockers, because I think that will just get annoying. So, and at least for me, because I'll have an uphill battle, in my opinion. I'll have to work on that. So, win condition. Defeat enemies / complete objective. PD. There we go. This would be so much faster if I could write instead, but I can't really write with a mouse too well, so I have to type it out. Features, so this would just be like a list of so it will be turn-based. Let's put this down to 70. It'll be turn-based. It will should I add a stamina bar? Stamina bar. I think those are going to be the main things. Aiming. Turn-based. Then we'll have actions, and then that's where we'll have am I able to have bullet points or anything like that? Text, bold, italic. No, there's no sort of formatting. So actions are like stamina bar, combat, healing. Who had? No, all of them did have healing, and I'm pretty sure they did. Right? I could have sworn that they all had healing, but it all worked to a varying degree. I'll have to play Valkyrie Chronicles again in order to know for sure. But I want to say that they all had healing. What else? So turn-based, we got actions, stamina bar, combat, healing. That's fine. What else could we put in there? Um. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I think for the time being, I think that's fine. So, oh, Mamma Mia. I think that's fine. Defeat enemies. That's gonna be the main mechanic, obviously. Oh. Let's see. Main aim. What would be the main aim? What is the main thing the player is trying to achieve in the game world? I defeat enemies. Can I just reuse that? The main thing, the method. Shoot that day. I guess this would go up here. And then the main mechanic to achieve aim would be combat, I guess. I can't really think of anything else to put there besides that, honestly. Key pillars. I'm not really gonna worry about the key pillars, honestly. Story. I'm not 100% sold on what kind of story I want, and I don't want it to... I think I have an idea for a conclusion, or like what I want the final boss to be. I think I have an idea for what that should be. Or let's see. I don't really have any idea for like music and sound style. I can't think of really anything for when it comes to like music or anything like that. Audience, Dragoons, obviously, because it's the Dokibird game jam. Gotta do it for them. The main problem is I know how I'd want it to end, but I don't know how to get there is the thing. So that is my current hurdle that I have to get over. And how do I do that is the thing. I do not know. Music and sound style and story is I'll have to brainstorm. I think I have a slight idea of how to start it, but I don't have a solid idea of how it's being started. I'm gonna go ahead and export this as a PDF. Actually, I'm not going to export it at all. I'm going to save as. I'm gonna save it onto a desktop. And oh no. Dokibird game jam design doc. So we'll save that. We don't need Halo. I do like this song though. I think that's gonna be it for the most part that I can think of. Did I already download the latest version of I don't think I did. I did not. Alright. I could probably just use the so this is 4.2. This used 4.3 and that was 4.4. So I think I'll be fine with just using 4.4. Honestly, and call it good there. So let's close that. We'll unpin this. No, we had 4.4. Which version is this? That's 4.2. So I'm going to rename this as 4.2. Then this one's 4.4. So, oops. Let's move that there. Vocal board. Yeah. .4. It's just a folder name. I'm gonna have to clean up my desktop at some point, but it's whatever for right now. Yeah, that's graphics final. I have apartment 20 emoji mat. I might as well just I can delete that. I don't need that anymore. Folder. New folder. Dokibird. Game Jam. Let's see here. I think I want this and that out here. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Can go there. Those can go there. That can go down here. So I can have these right next to each other. So it was 4.4.1, which is fine. 0.1. Alright. And then if I want to be stupid about it, I can do this, that, and then we can have all the good old versions right here. Can have that out here. And then what could I shift? I could shift this and that right there. There's also that right there. That can go right there. What could I delete? What is this, my PS2 emulator? Games. What kind of games do I have? I have Disney Golf. I can delete that since I now have a physical copy of it. I could have sworn that I got this game, but I guess not. I just got this one, so I can delete that now. We'll still keep everything else for the time being, though. What's in here? Yes. This is my that's my old work zip. Let's move this into downloads just to keep it on hand, just in case. We'll move that there. We'll move. I don't need that anymore, so I can delete that. Is this what I think it is? If it is, then that's perfect. Yes, I think it might be. Good thing that I have this. That's going to be huge. So I'm going to move that right there. Graphics. Yeah, that's computer graphics. I'm just gonna delete this folder. No reason to have it. Graphics final. I don't think I need. I think it's only if I could always look it up again. I think that's fine. I'll have all the games that I worked on. So we'll have this down here. Vroid. I can always search up again. Might as well just. Can I undo that? Yeah, I can. Graphics. I did not really care for graphics, but I'm still going to keep it anyways. Well, is there a reason for me to keep it? I don't think. I honestly don't think there is. Because when did I work on? I'm trying to think of like when I did work on graphics on this computer. I mean, I probably did. I just don't remember doing it. Let's see. Yeah, this was a video that I was in the making of when Ludwig asked what happens when a VTuber graduates, but he already essentially figured it out, so I don't think there's really a reason for me to do that anymore, so I'm just going to delete it. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff on here that probably shouldn't really care about, because I looked through the sky. That's my own personal project. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. Physics and games. Yeah. I'll still keep it just in case for old time's sake, but I don't really have a reason for that. I'll keep look to the sky. We'll move this down and we'll move Flashpoint down. I prefer to not have anything like next to the recycling bin. And then we can move these down here. Thing, bing, bop, boop. And then there we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and run that. And that right here. Then we'll create desktop. Oops. Desktop. Select that folder. Dokibird Game Jam 2025. I would like to do compatibility. Support for mobile or desktop mobile plus web platforms. Least advanced 3D graphics intended for low end / org devices. Uses OpenGL 6 backend. Fastest rendering of simple scenes. I'm just gonna keep it safe and just go with this. Alright. And then we do our 3D scene. First thing that I like to do whenever I make a scene is I create starting out with 3 folders. I do levels, I do scripts, and then I do assets. And then inside assets, I have models, icons, and then inside level, I guess we can save this one in level. I was thinking of creating a separate folder for test scenes, but that doesn't really make sense to me. So we'll just label this as test scene. And then assets, icons, models, SFX for sound effects. This is how I like to structure whenever I create a new project. This is how I like to structure it. I like having things ordered in a way where it's very easy to look at the layout and be like, okay, this should be here, this should be there. So like icons, I plan on having controller support, so I don't have it open right now. So like let's see. So this should have a majority of like the icons that I want. So like that's all PlayStation. Like up to here is PlayStation. Up to here is also Xbox. I believe this is Switch, but I do not believe the Switch controller is very... I don't think the Switch controller works very well with what's it called? I don't think the Switch controller works very well with Godot. So this was for Mochi Masters, so I can't use this one. I could use the Apartment 20 icons because it's pretty much everything the same thing as well. The only difference is that this has 1, 2, 3, 4, which is fine. This has WASD, so W A S D, E and F for use items. It has Q, which I think is going to be perfectly fine. It has shift, it has tab, which is also very good. It has the arrow keys as well, which I think that's going to be mostly fine, honestly. I don't need the entire, because this is essentially just a sprite sheet. That's the way that I know how to do it, is with a sprite sheet. Instead of like loading the individual icons, which is probably a better way to do it, but I'm stupid and I don't know how to do that. So though this is the way that I know. Well, I shouldn't say that I don't know how to do it individually, but is it really going to make too much of a difference, honestly? Like, I don't know. But we'll do this. We'll use the Apartment 20 controller icon, so we'll rename this to Mochi controller icons, and then we'll copy this. All right, and then let's go ahead and import. I thought there was a way to import. Oh yeah, import. I guess we could just do this. Whoop. There we go. And there we go. Don't really need to worry about too much else. I think one thing I will start to do as well is we'll do move underscore forward, move underscore backward, move underscore left, move underscore right. I think that's the main ones that we're going to do right now. For W, oh, I meant to do W. Move backward, that should be S. Left is A, D. Filter inputs, this would be, I'd have to plug in my controller. Bad news. I don't know where my controller is. Because I always forget access. Let's see. So left joystick. Joystick. So it'd be left stick up. Oh. Left stick down. Left. Right. I guess we could add pause as well, which would be escape. Trying to think of anything else. But I think that's fine. Pretty much. I'm gonna reinstall this game. So then I can look at how this game is played again. Actually. Oh god. I forgot how you aim. Okay, so you would press a button for targeting. Okay. I'll still play it myself so I can get a understanding of how to play the game. Yeah, because it looks like you. Yeah, I think that's gonna be really about it. Like, I could, in the test scene, I could have like a world border. So like, what is it? It's not material. It's well, no 3D. No, no 3D is a mesh. That's what. Well, mesh is just so collision shape 3D, and then a shape must be provided for a collision shape. Please select shape resource. Yeah, so like we could do world border. Character body. I guess we could give it an area. Create. And then, because I believe area, who these space defined by closure 3D or click on child nodes. Because I think, or I guess a static body would probably be better. Yeah, a static body would be better. Oops, I did that backwards. There you go. I know I'm being stupid about it, but if I want to do it correctly, there we go, new world border. And then we should also probably add scene and add sun to the environment. So when we actually play the game, we can actually see what's going on. And then we want to add a mesh instance. And then I think a plane mesh is just fine. We just have to scale it up, no? Whee. I kind of wish it does what Unity does. 10, and then, yeah, 10. Whoops. Oh, that's rotation. 10. Oh! It's linked, that's why. 10. There we go. That's fine. And then we'll add another mesh instance. And then we'll call this test player. And then this one is going to get a capsule. And then this one is going to get a collision shape. It's going to be of a pill. And you are going to set up right there. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. And then what else do we need? We need, no, this needs to be a character. This needs to be a character because if it was a mesh, then I wouldn't be able to get the proper script that I need. Should I have UI? Yeah, I should probably have UI as a different asset, right? Or should I just have UI as a completely separate folder? I should probably have UI as a... I'll get to that bridge when I get there, but for the time being, I'm going to have it like this for now. I always am conflicted of, should I put UI under assets or should I have it as its own separate folder? Actually, it's scenes that I do, it's not levels. And then I can move that under here. And then, yeah, that should be fine. So then I could do UI. I knew something felt weird, but I didn't know what it was that felt weird when I was setting it up. But it was, I do scenes and not levels. I was getting confused because when I was doing my capstone project, the artist decided that instead of putting it in the proper scene for what they wanted, they just started putting everything under levels, and I was just like, why are you doing this? And they would not listen to the feedback. Anyways, that's beside the point. I am ranting. Camera. And then we can do 2-port view. And then do that. And then we do it like this. We could probably potentially have it up close as well. This is only for a test right now. So I'm not going to be too worried about it. We're going to attach a script. Player script. And then it's not going under levels. It's going to go under scripts. So now we got that correct path. Why did it not give me the template? Oh, it's because I didn't do the son of a bitch. Detach script. I'm just going to delete the script because I forgot to check the thing. Why is it not giving me... There we go. Basic. And then now we can go up. And then... player script. So now that we have the template, it will give us all of this. And now we can test our scene, make sure... Wow, look at that. It moves. Obviously, there's currently no camera controls right now. Oh, people are here. Okay. I guess I'm ending stream. People are here now. Okay. I end stream. But yeah. We got things going on. Oh, I forgot to add jump. Jump. Space. Okay. Do I need... Nah. Maybe we'll have jump. But for the time being, we're going to comment that out. But I don't think we need jump right now. We could have vaulting. But yeah, I think next steps are going to be camera controls and other stuff. I think art is kind of a pressing thing, but I think I want to get the mechanics working first before I start adding stuff into the game. So I think this is a good start. So mayhap I will stream tomorrow. You never know. But I think I'm going to end it here. I think we got a good baseline. So, yeah. We got step 1 done. So, I think that's huge for us. So, okay. That's about it. Bye bye.